Memphis, Arkansas. It's new RV park, new state, we're not really going camping. We're just taking our RV to a destination, to a wedding that we're going to one of Steph's cousins.
Yeah.
So,
but I want you to share. We just had a conversation, and I said, "Oh, we definitely need to share this." So, what was the conversation that we just had?
well, we've been on the road about 2 hours, right? And it's about a 4-hour trip altogether. Not a really long travel day, but you know, I wanted to make sure I knew where we could stop if we needed to stop. We're on I-40 headed towards Memphis, and yesterday, just making sure that I knew where the truck stops were, I just made a little note, calendar invite on my phone, just to kind of give the exit numbers on which exits we could stop, and one, get diesel if we needed to, but two would be a truck stop so we know we could easily get in and out of, which is a pretty big deal. So I've got 5 trucks or 5 exit numbers that have truck stops, and I'm not counting, you know, rest stops, which you could certainly put into the mix. I think most people do that.
You think they do?
Yeah.
Do you think that's because you get anxious about the size of trying to pull around and not knowing what you're going to get into?
Yes.
Is that why you do that?
Yeah, but because you can't pull into a regular gas station. You just can't, right? Most of the times you can't. Occasionally you might be able to, but there's no way you're going to get this 36-foot RV in a gas station. Even if it has diesel, you're not going to get this thing in and out of there easily. So I'm taking those pull-offs and exits out of the equation. I know there's dozens of other options on the interstate as far as stopping at fuel stops or even rest stops to get you know, a small break, but I want to be able to get in and out easy and get access to diesel if we need to.
Okay, I definitely want to hear from you guys. So comment and let us know if you plan that far ahead.
I don't think it's that big of a
I think it's
plan.
a big deal. I think it's a big deal. I'm grateful that we're not going to be surprised. And you know, he told me exactly how many opportunities I have if I have to pee. These are the ones that I can choose from. And we're trying to follow advice that we got early on when we started RVing, which is you don't pull into the campsite hungry or having to go to the bathroom.
And we still do that.
And we do it all the time.
Well, you know, and a lot of people, if they don't need fuel, they'll just take advantage of a rest stop along the interstate, which is a good option for us. We may do that. If I should have. I'm beating myself up because I didn't put the rest stop exit numbers down.
Well, here's the thing: we can read the sign on the side of the road that says rest stop. Like, it's not like
I just like to know.
We're in a foreign country. Like, we can actually find things on our own.
I know. Most signs are in English in West Tennessee.
About this really cute little campground that we found in Memphis. It's called the Sawyer RV Park. It sits literally right on the Mississippi River. So we are sitting outside right now watching, I'm counting 1, 2, 3 barges. They come probably every 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, a lot of barge clips will be in this video because they're very frequent.
Yeah. There's planes flying into Memphis. The airport must be close, so I'm watching the planes. There's literally train tracks close, so I've heard trains. So I've laughed and said this is literally planes, trains, automobiles, boats.
Yeah, and RVs.
And RVs. But what we found about this campground, a lot of the people that are staying here, there's some really nice Class A's and really nice fifth wheels, but most of these folks are traveling back north. They've been down south for the winter. In Key West or where else did
Key Largo was another stop our neighbor said. Yeah.
And they're headed back back north for the summer, and so we've gotten to meet some people and hear some neat stories. And but yeah, this campground's really cute. A lot, like there's tree houses, which we can't figure out if those are like that you can rent them out, but they have power to them.
Yeah.
So air conditioning, and kind of wanted to climb up in there, but I was afraid I'd like climb up and look in somebody's window and there'd be somebody in it. But they're really cute. And what else about the
this campground's fairly large. I mean, I don't know how many spots. There's probably over 100, and they're all level. Some are concrete, some are gravel. Most that I've seen are full hookups, so that's really nice. The park is fairly convenient to get into and out of. It's maybe 2 miles off of either I-40 or I-55. Both interstates converge and diverge right here in West Memphis, Arkansas. So probably why it's a good stopping layover point on people traveling either east to west or even coming up from the south, like Steph said.
Yeah, you do drive through a little bit of a sketchy area.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous, but we had read that. But yeah, once you get to the campground, it's very clean, very safe.
Yeah.
Lots of really nice folks, lots of dogs, although we left ours at home this weekend. But Mark was also pointing out to me that like all the electrical lines, everything's like up high because the river floods so much, and you might want to tell them about the reservations.
Yeah, when I called to reserve this place, they wouldn't even take a deposit because they said, hey, we'll call you the week of or maybe a few days before to make sure we're not flooded. Obviously, they're literally on the Mississippi River, and it obviously floods occasionally, and they don't want to take the money and then have to refund it. So that was part of it. And like Steph said, it's a little sketch in West Memphis, but it's also kind of surrounded by an industrial park and a lot of petroleum and agricultural loading and offloading, probably because of the river access. So it's kind of buffered from the area by that industrial park. But when you get down in the park, it's very secluded and really a neat spot.
I don't think you would want to stay here for a week. I mean, you'd get kind of bored, unless you were doing a lot of activities in Memphis. Like if you want to come to Memphis, it's super close. But it's a great stopover place, and it's perfect for what we're trying to do this weekend. So, and we're kind of excited to have found it. Yeah, we're happy to be here. It's fun. So my plan is to sit here and watch barges and read books the rest of the afternoon until it's wedding time. This one goes out to one I left behind. Another one walking by my
Let's hear it for the girl up front here. Yeah, Rachel Henry Hanks. And her husband, Russell. Yeah, it's over. Can't you see it doesn't matter what you do? Honey, you don't even know. She's gonna listen to you. It's gonna tell you what to do. She might need a lot of love, but she don't need you. You just can't creep up behind her. If you don't understand, then she's fine.